Well, it's another absolutely stunning day on Lake Michigan. It's Thursday, September 5th. You know, we get some of our best sailing in September, I think. Behind me is my slip mate, Jim. He's got a Hunter 27 he's just bought, and he's trying to figure it out. For some reason, he only put up his jib today, though, so he's not gonna keep up with me even in light winds, I'm afraid. Tally Ho's got all of her sails up. We're going on a broad reach a bit here. Oh, well, maybe getting to be more of a beam reach. Wind shifts a bit. 10 knots apparent. Just a beautiful day. It's a southeast wind, which means a very smooth seas for us here on the southwest corner of the lake. And we're just moving right along here at about 5.8, 6 knots, something like that. We're letting autopilot do most of the work. It's just such a beautiful day. While I was waiting for Jim, I came out and was just hanging out here in the bay waiting for him, and decided before I put the sails up, I just put a bathing suit on, took a swim off the boat, and that was really nice. I don't know quite what Jim is doing back there. He came out with me on Tally Ho last week just to kind of get an idea of how I like to sail and how I've set Tally Ho up for single-handed sailing. I think he was impressed. Wished his was all set up that way. He didn't have a working autopilot even that day. We did some troubleshooting on his autopilot. He worked on it at his shop. I think got the motor freed up a bit, but still not 100% sure it's working right. But he wanted to try it today on his own boat, so that's what you got to do. And I told him he was worried about docking. He has a slip with right next to me, and today's wind will blow him into my boat. And so he was kind of nervous about even going out, and I said, look, I'll go out first. You have the entire slip to yourself, and then chances are, he has to work this afternoon. I said, chances are I'll be out all day, so you can have full access of the slip when you come back. And nothing to hit that way. So he's learning, he's trying it out, he's trying different points of sail and all that. So good for him. I think this is actually the second year he's owned that boat. It took him a long time to get in this year. He was trying to fix some problems while it was on the hard. And all that. But anyway, beautiful day. I'm dedicating this video to my friend Ralph Johnston out in British Columbia. He was showing me some of the scenery that is his cruising grounds, and it is just magnificent. Mountains right down to the ocean, and the bays, and it just looks so beautiful. If you look around in my sailing grounds, there's nothing beautiful about it, that's for sure. I've got a cement factory, a steel mill. Back this way, I got another big steel mill, a gambling boat, and hotel. If we were to continue to go around the lake this way, there's 2 more steel mills that way. So I was impressed as heck with Ralph's cruising grounds, to be honest. The scenery looked fantastic. But in our chats, I mentioned I had been out 40 some days this year for sails, and my sails are short, usually a couple hour day sails, but Ralph said 40 some days, I've been out 4 times, and I didn't quite understand that, but apparently they don't have much wind there in his neck of the woods in British Columbia. So he doesn't get out nearly as much as I do. So I'm dedicating this little day sail to my friend Ralph, kind of to rub it in, but also to say, Ralph, you got beautiful scenery, so don't complain about everything, right? I will say that Ralph is a little OCD. His boat is immaculate. His engine compartment looks like my galley. Kitchen, that clean. Actually, it's probably cleaner than my galley. But anyway, Ralph, here's to you and your friends out in British Columbia. I hope you get some wind soon. Yeah, it's hard to beat a day of sailing like today. The winds are very light, and I'm predominantly running downwind a little bit just because I'm trying to clear a headland out there and get east of it. So I'm kind of just very leisurely running downwind. The wind pipes up a little bit, and then we're running more on a beam reach, but I'm not adjusting sails or anything, just taking it easy and trying to get past that. It's actually entrance to the harbor down there. And there's a concrete wall that sticks out a ways into the lake to create a break wall. So we want to miss that just so we don't have to tack. And then as we get further east, when we do tack to come home, I think we'll have a nice beam reach or so. But it's just so peaceful out here. The sea state is very calm. There's enough wind to make it interesting, to move the boat along. True wind's about almost 9 knots, but we're running downwind, so we're feeling about 6 right now. But it's moving the boat along. We got the boom way out and letting the wind kind of push us. Again, just so that we can try and get past that wall out there. But what a beautiful day on Lake Michigan. Well, I do not usually sail tally-ho wing on wing, but as I was sailing downwind, I guess I got a little too close to dead downwind, and the mainsail came across on a jibe. Luckily, winds are exceedingly light, but all of a sudden, well, we're sailing wing on wing, dead downwind. We're not going very fast, and I'm getting ready to tack, I think, and head back home. The winds are actually blowing about 9 knots true, but we're going downwind and we're not feeling a whole lot. And I think my angle back means I'm going to end up having to tack out towards the center of the lake and then back, maybe, I'm not sure. So I think, since we're just bobbing along here at 2 knots, I'm gonna turn around, take advantage of a little upwind sailing, maybe a broad reach. We'll see what we can do, but don't see wing on tally-ho very often, and I don't have a preventer rigged up, so I want to not do it, I don't think. But and then there's some waves from a powerboat that went by a minute ago. Whoops, just caught it. All right, we're gonna go and do something a little bit different here, I think. But just wanted to show wing on wing on Tally-Ho. All right, Ralph. Well, we went from that nice easy sail this morning to holy shit, we're in about 18 knots of wind, close hauled and making our way north towards Chicago. We really want to go west to that tall building over there, but we're going to have to do some tacking and walking around. I didn't know that the winds were predicted to pick up quite this much. Maybe shouldn't have full sails up, but the boat's heeled over between 20 and 30 degrees. Not exactly comfortable, but I've been in worse, I guess. Don't see many boats out here, but we're having a spirited sail, to say the least. And I know you don't see this kind of stuff very often, Ralph, so I thought I'd share it with you.